Hi everyone, I'm Stephen, the manager here at the Property Quarter, and today I'm with Jaz, local Hitchin investor and client of ours. Jaz, thanks for coming in. If you could tell us a bit about your journey and how you got to learn about the Property Quarter.
Sure. So first time I came across you guys was just seeing a board outside the property. I was just about to finish up a refurb on a property I just acquired. It was about 10 days or so from completing on there, and I really needed tenants. So yeah, I made the call. First person I spoke with was, I believe, Sam in the office. She referred me to Joe, who gave me a call back within an hour or so. And she was really helpful over the phone, just talking about the area, the type of tenants I could get in there. She then visited the next day. We had a great chat, going through little bits and pieces of what I could do with the property. And then, yeah, just from that point onwards, it was quite hands-off for me, really. They did the marketing, took the photos, got people in there. Within about four or 5 weeks, I had tenants, which was great. And yeah, it was just a great way to start the relationship. Really helpful bits of information along the way. And then I had that sort of confidence with the guys to be like, yeah, I can use these guys in future for further acquisitions.
That's great. And I think for us, relationships are so important. Joe and Sam, they actually attended the viewings with you, gave you guidance on perhaps what to do or what not to do to achieve the best rental income.
So yeah, I've probably seen up to 10 or so properties since that point, which Joe has been very helpful to attend with me. And yeah, there's been a few, let's say, investment duds in there where she said it's not worth investing here. I wouldn't bother. It might be a good purchase price, but if we're going to struggle to get tenants in there, or we're going to have to lower the price, it doesn't really make sense, does it? So it's been really nice to have that honesty and somebody being very candid with me to be like, Jaz, let's not do this one. Let's look at something else.
Yeah, no, makes complete sense. And in terms of managing your properties, obviously we've got the Renters' Rights Act coming up and general compliance. How have you found the Property Quarter helping you with that and reassuring you and making life just that little bit easier?
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of noise around that, to be honest with you. If I was to just look at social media about it, there's a lot of scaremongering. And it's been very helpful to have somebody looking after me in that sense, be it the little bits of red tape that I've got to keep on top of. And I think in order to be a good landlord, it's great to have somebody like the Property Quarter managing it for you. So yeah, that's really important to me.
No, that makes complete sense. And I think something that we've seen is a lot of unmanaged landlords making the decision to go managed ahead of the Renters' Rights Act coming in.
Yeah.
Because it is so important to be compliant with the new legislation coming in.
Sure.
So I know a lot of people are talking about whether it's still a good time to invest or not. Certainly you're still investing in the Hitchin area.
Yeah.
In fact, I think you've just bought on Common Rise.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
What's the future for you, and what do you see investment moving forward?
There's a lot of differing opinions on buy to let is dead and things like that. I think as long as you're buying in good areas with growth potential, I don't see why it's such a bad thing to do, right? I'm more than willing to invest money up front in order to create that sort of initial capital appreciation, be it with a loft conversion, Common Rise, we're looking at doing an extension. So from my point of view, it makes sense. With the guys at the Property Quarter, if they can manage the tenant side of things, I can then go out into the market and look to acquire even more properties rather than being burdened with day-to-day bits and pieces to do with the properties.
Totally, and I think you're right. Hitchin still has a lot going for it. We've got Universal Studios. Luton has just agreed to a new runway at the airport. And I think with the Renters' Rights Act, there's going to be more opportunities for landlords. It's a bit like, I look at it like the stock market. When the stock's down, that's the best time to buy. Right?
Yeah, they're discounted, right? Yeah.
That's right. And I think we're seeing the same with the property market at the moment. And I think people like yourself are gonna really benefit from that in the long run.
Yeah, sure. I think for the casual investors, it's probably changed the game quite a lot. But if you're willing to put your mind to it and treat it like a proper business, then I'm sure and it can all be managed, right?
Absolutely. No, that's great. Thanks for coming in today, Jaz. Really appreciate it.
Cheers, Stephen. Thanks very much.